The next movie we watched this week was Tanner's pick, that being the 1999 film The King and I.
The King and I is the story of an English school teacher who goes to Siam, or as we now call it, Thailand, to teach the royal children. And there's an evil, conniving guy and a Sigma male king, and everything works out in the end. The end.
Is this a Disney movie? Actually, let's get our ratings first.
Fun fact. This movie is based on a musical by the very famous musical writers Rodgers and Hammerstein, and this movie reviewed so poorly that the Rodgers and Hammerstein estate declared that they will never greenlight an animated film based on their musicals again.
That's funny.
That makes sense.
Tanner, where'd you put
I'm
it?
at a D.
There we go.
Dude, I'm so proud of you, honestly. I thought you were going to rank it exponentially higher than any of us. Just an unreasonable degree. I'm also giving it a D.
There we go.
I'm also at a D.
There we go. I'm slightly higher than you guys. I gave it a D+.
So the big thing with this is it looks like shit.
Yeah.
And you notice that
Boring.
immediately. And the story sucks. It's really boring. My only positives are... So, the overarching concept of the story I like. It's the specific execution of it that I think sucks. And then I do like the king and the main villain character, especially the king. I think he's very funny and based.
I think the king is the only saving grace of this entire fucking movie, to be honest. I think the king's hilarious. He's just so upfront and pushy about everything. I love him for that. The main villain, though, was fucking so insanely generic. I could not care less. He was just normal-ass animated villain of the week. Who gives a shit?
This movie just feels like budget Aladdin to me, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like at its best, it's so bad it's good, which is pretty rare, but at its worst, it's just embarrassing to watch.
True.
Genuinely, the fucking intro scene, I was just mouth agape when he's just like trying to get the monkey. That shit was... I immediately was like, oh, this is going to be a really hard fucking watch. God damn it. And it was. The movie, it felt like it was just moving at a fucking snail's pace. Like, I was 40 minutes into the movie, and it felt like I've been watching for like an hour and a half. I was like, I have over half the movie left. Kill me.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to pause it for a little bit at one point to use the bathroom. I was like, oh my god, how am I less than halfway through this shit?
Yeah, I think we've all had the same reaction. Go on, Tanner.
I will say... the landscape backgrounds of the like palace grounds look good, and that's about it.
On a related note, when they go and show the house they built, the teacher secretary in the movie, that shit was fucking hilarious. Where it's just
looks like a PNG.
Well, yeah, it's that, but then there's also they built it right into the fucking massive slums, so it just looks so fucking mean. Like, it's fucking poor. We just built this beautiful house right next to your guys' fucking port. It's like those pictures where it's like a big wall and there's like the slums on one side and like the massive like newer city on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this felt definitely like it was supposed to be a kid's movie trying to teach a lesson. However, the lessons were lost on me, and I felt ultimately like I gained no value from this movie.
What's weird is, like, why is it a kid's movie? It's based on a Broadway play, which, to my knowledge, are not aimed at children.
I'd assume just because this is during the era where everyone wanted to be Disney, and they're like, yeah, Disney has music in it. This thing is a musical, so obviously there's music, so let's just make it animated.
That's fair enough.
But also, at the end of the movie, the king is trying to whip a woman to death, so...
True.
He's so base for that. Do you guys like any of the songs at
No,
all?
none of them were good.
They're bad.
They're all really fucking... Yeah, they're either generic to bad.
I'm trying to think if I liked any of them. Some of them are, like, catchy, but, like, in a bad way, you know? They're catchy the way that Ye's new Hail Hitler song is catchy, you know? Part of the thing is, like, I just haven't seen much musical theater, so I'm not, like, accustomed to the way they do music. I guess I do not despise the song the king sings when he's praying. That's about it.
Okay.
So, this musical you're talking about, is it from the same rendition of the 1956 version of this film? Is
Yeah,
that
there's
one
a
and the
live
same?
action version that's much older.
I'm just making sure the Broadway musical and that movie are the same thing, or if those were two different pieces of media.
Anyway, I don't think we have much else to say.
No, I don't.
It's the blend of CG and 2D animation just does not fucking work at all.
Yeah.
They tried it, doesn't work. They shouldn't have tried it, and they used it in such weird parts too, like where they it's like the prince like takes the medallion out from like the tree and it's CG, and then it cuts to him holding it and it's 2D again. It's so fucking weird and like random, and when they actually do it, it's super weird.
Dude, they probably unironically forgot to draw the medallion when he's grabbing it, and so they were like, fuck, well, the quick way to do this is to CG it into the frames we did paint.
I'm gonna need to, like, do a sit-down with you guys at some point, because you guys are talking about this whole CG 2D animation thing and being able to tell the difference. I have no clue what the fuck you guys are talking about right now.
What?
Yeah, you're insane.
Guys, we've had... What do you think, like, to this point, why do you think I always ask you guys about CGI? I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, ever.
Alright, so Dylan, during like the prayer song scene when the
Don't ask
king
me
was
to remember,
praying,
I'm not going to.
I mean, like, it was like one of the bigger
big
scenes in the
statues
film.
are very obviously CG.
Yeah.
But, like, how do you know?
Because they're not drawn.
How does that
Like,
make
you
sense?
can tell that they are not a hand-drawn thing. They look like 3D models.
Is that the difference between CGI and 2D animation?
Christ.
I'm sorry that I didn't take cinematography classes and didn't have it available to me in
Neither
high
did
school.
we, actually.
Well, then I don't know how the fuck you guys know so much, but, you know.
I mean, never mind.
Guys, I just watch movies, alright?
I've got nothing else to say about this one.
Do I have... I don't think I have anything else. The henchman guy kind of made me laugh.
Favorite
I
character.
guess.
What's up with the bit? Like, why does he have to lose all his fucking teeth throughout the movie?
Yeah.
This movie is really mean-spirited.
Is there some greater reason for them doing that?
They're from a poor third world country. They don't have the means to take care of their teeth in a good way.
Like, he's
so they're just
obviously
falling
taking
out.
care of his teeth is the thing. It's like his whole thing. And also,
It's his
the
whole
way he
bit.
loses his teeth, he just, like, gets bumped, and he suddenly loses 3 of them.
Maybe he's got
Alas.
scurvy.
Oh, maybe.
My point still stands.
I'm sticking with a D.
Yeah,
I'm also sticking with the D.
I'm giving my D a plus.
Well, unsurprisingly, it lands at a flat D overall.
Whoa.